Yeah, I'm Paul Archer, paularcher.com. Something that I've always loved as a child and adult is canals. There's something about canals, they're wonderful things, aren't they? You can walk along them, they're flat, take the dogs, you can cycle, you can go through cities, Birmingham, Nottingham, places like that got more canals than Venice. The thing about canals is that people sometimes fall in. So what you see alongside canals are life buoys. So let me draw you a little picture then of a life buoy. This is a life buoy connected to the canal. And there's in the middle of the life buoy there, you've got your little ring there, and up here you've got rescue. And that's exactly the topic that I'm looking at today, just for a couple of minutes, rescue. And what I'm saying here is that we have to have rescue questions available to us in our sales meetings and coaching meetings. When I say rescue questions, I mean, what happens when you just kind of like lose your track completely? You just run out of things to say, you don't know what you're going to say next. You've been hearing so much the customer's been telling you that you've forgotten what the next question's going to be. So you need 2 or 3 what we call rescue questions up your sleeve. Now there's a number of instances where you can use this technique. Now you can use it in coaching. Definitely use it in coaching. I use it a lot when I'm coaching people. You can use it in sales as well, in sales meetings. And you can also use it in customer service. Yeah, let's put the customer service up here as well. Now the whole point behind this is that you decide on some rescue questions that you're going to use in these situations. So one of my favourites, for example, when I'm coaching is, what's your next step? What is your next step? There you go. It's a favourite of mine in coaching. I think if you run out of things to say, if you say that to your coachee, they will give you some form of response, won't they? It's a really good rescue question. A favourite of mine when I'm selling, similar to the one as well, is, how did we get here? How did we get here? Which, on its own is a pretty inane question, but when it's linked to a sales meeting, the customer will give you information. It could be, for example, where do you want to get to? It's another favourite of mine. Where do you want to get to? Again, in sales, it's absolutely a fantastic question, that, because again, you're asking the customer where he or she wishes to get to, if they're business or a consumer. It doesn't really make an awful lot of difference, does it? What about customer services then? In customer service, one of our favourites then is to summarise what's just been said, because hopefully you've remembered that, and then say, have I got this right? Have I got this right? That's a great thing to do in customer service. Another one you could ask in customer service fields is, what can I do to give you a great experience on this call? Or what can I do to give you a great call? What can I do to give you a great experience or a great call or a great conversation? Again, you can ask those questions. They really do work, actually, these things. These are called rescue questions, which you can lead at any time. Coaching, another one for you is, what's your next step? Where would this lead to? It's another one of my favourites. Where would this one lead to? Is another favourite rescue question of mine. As you can see, you've got 1 or 2 questions per methodology that you're going to be adopting there. Remember them, put them in your brain, and when you totally run out of what to say, you can introduce the question and it'll just give you that moment of rescue, just like our little life buoy up there on the canals. I hope you found that useful. My name is Paul Archer, paularcher.com.